Assalamu alaikum, dear sisters, listeners, and viewers. Today's topic is going to be, and I think it's a very rich topic which all of us are going to relate to. It's regarding the in-laws and it's feeling an outsider in the family, which could be a daughter-in-law, could be a son-in-law, could be a mother-in-law where she's feeling isolated, she's feeling that she's not been included in things. So it's a life where we feel we need to know, we need to be included, but we're not somehow. Let's go to Sister Zahra and introduce Sister Zahra to you first, and then we can move on.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Yes, as Sister Shana said, that today's episode is all about feeling outsider, or we will say that, when you don't feel included into the discussions or into the decisions. So first we talk about how when we are not included into the decisions, how does it happen and why does it happen? Is it only the boundaries? Is it only the relationship depth, or is just a bliss in disguise?
Mhm. So we begin with the actual family dynamics and being the in-laws, being an in-law, whether it's a child, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, it's a very different experience. Now, each person is going to experience this in their own way. First, we need to understand the family dynamics and where each of these children sits in the family dynamics. So let's just say that the eldest daughter of one family, so if she's the eldest daughter, she's more or less the boss of the house. The parents are asking her opinion all the time. She's used to having a certain amount of authority. She's used to bossing her brothers and sisters about. She's the one that makes the decisions and everybody comes to her. So she knows it all, basically. Now, if she marries the son of a family, and this son is the last child in the family, so he's the baby, basically, and he doesn't have any decision-making powers, nobody includes him in any decisions. He's just a bachcha. All they want to do is, sort of like pull his cheeks and do what with him. So it's like with him, it's no pressure is on him, no responsibility is on him. He just, fritters around. So this young girl who's boss basically marries this boy who's the baby of the family. Now that dynamics doesn't normally sit well because she's boss, she's authority, and she's expecting to come into a family and be given that boss and that authority as well. Not realizing that in that family, this child, there's bosses already in his life, and he doesn't need another boss.
Yeah.
And also the bosses that he's already got, he's very used to them. He's always listened to them and he understands where they're coming from.
Yeah.
So this can be a huge issue. If you turn it the other way around, whereas the family's eldest son, who again is boss, he's manager, he makes the decisions, he goes to work, he brings in the money, and everything he says goes. And he marries the other family's youngest daughter. She's the baby of the family. She doesn't have to make decisions. All she's concerned about is her shoes, her purse, her bag, and her clothes. She's not concerned about anything else. That marriage, that union could be quite favorable because she's never had the need to know anything. She's never had the need to make decisions. She's never had the need to criticize or be, nothing different has ever happened to her. She's always been bossed about by her family, and now she's got a husband to do that instead. So it's to her, it's not going to make much of a difference. Well, until she's about 40, 50 years old when she realizes what's going on. But initially, she's going to be fine with the situation. But the other way around, where the boss girl has come into the baby son's life, that's very problematic. What do you believe, Sister Zara?
Yes, exactly. Because that's the personality she is developed, is more involved and in everything, and that is when she feels not included is really distressing for her, and that the boundary keeping is really blurred at that point, and she does not know how to cope in new situations, and in that situation that she even struggling. within her husband relationship with her husband or something, because that person really being into the mode of tell me and I do it. And in a relationship with a husband and wife, you want your husband to take more of a equal or more of the uh, responsibilities. So the power dynamics when changed, sometimes it fits well because if everyone is submissive and listening and being there, and you can still be the boss and me be the wise one. But the otherwise, it is something like it's very distressing, and at that point you need to re-establish yourself internally,
Mhm.
re-establish your own boundaries and finding it what works for you and what not. And that is some way distressing because you are rebuilding your personality, and there are a lot more clashes, knowingly and unknowingly. And there is a problem around that, the privacy of other people. They don't want to share the things with you, but because in your home you are the one who everything passed through you, and now there is a closed door in front of you, and you feel victim onto that why it is happening to me. But it's not particularly happening to you, it is happening because this is not your place to be included in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely. And don't forget, when you have married and moved into a household,
Yeah.
there's already the father-in-law and the mother-in-law, and they are in charge of that house. So they have rules that suit them. They
Yeah.
have regulations that they have put in place.
Yeah.
So they are boss basically, and what they say goes. You may not like it, which is fine. We don't always agree with what other people's rules and regulations are.
Yeah.
But if you are not in a position to move out, you will have to grin and bear it. And it's not always the case that they have to tell you everything they decide. Nothing, they don't have to put everything past you.
Yeah.
You're
Exactly.
just a daughter-in-law. You're
Yeah.
just the son's wife. And of course, their decisions with regarding their house, regarding their children, regarding their other daughters, regarding anything else is their decision. And they are adults and they will take their decision in privacy. So they don't need you to put in your two p's worth. But we always feel offended when we're not asked about our two p's worth.
Yeah.
So this is where the problem comes in.
Yeah. Exactly. So here, as your sister said, that when somebody is not asking your opinion, and if there is something you really really know about something, like this is which could be harmful for anyone, you can anyway put your point because it's the doing good for others. But if somebody is not asking you, you should not be offended or being disheartened or being dismissed or being agitated around that, because this is not your place, this is not where you should be included. You keep your calm, you keep yourself in a certain rules, because this is what you need to do. If we compare it that even though you are being relative, you are being included into your in-laws family, but it's a acquaintance, it's a relationship in a base of that, you haven't been there for years. So it's similarly, you go into an office, you join the job, not the first day your colleagues become your best friend. So you need
Exactly.
to start establishing a relationship where they trust you, where they want to share with you, where they want to be vulnerable with you, where they want to ask your opinion. It can't be automatically started because you get married yesterday, today you are in the main table. No, it gonna may take you years. If you are the new person, it may take the other people's personality as well if they want to include you. Don't victimize yourself that why I'm not included or I am being dismissed or I'm not being a good person. Yes, you are a good person in your own space. You are a good person in your own relationship, and you are a good person as a daughter, as a friend, as a sister, where you are. Here, this place is new for you. If someone is welcoming and opening door for you, walking one step, you can walk two step, and it's vice versa. It's a conversation starts from there. It is not going to happen automatically. It's not as a button switch and off, on and off. You get in the relationship, everything is open on the table for you. You need to put lots of hard work to being into that relationship, building the relationship from scratch. This is the main goal. When you are being in a that level of understanding with everyone, then everything is would be open for you. But
Mhm.
if you are being a reserved person, an introvert person within yourself, it might be more hard for you because
Mhm.
people are not just coming and open arms for you.
Mhm.
They're also wait, or
Mhm.
or they might have already so many people in
Mhm.
that table. There might not be any space for one more person.
Mhm. And also, do you want to be that person who is responsible for life-changing decisions? Because the mother-in-law and the father-in-law, they're probably making decisions regarding their children, which are life-changing and which can sometimes they can turn out negative and sometimes they can turn out positive. Now, if they want to make decisions for their children, then who are you to? Oh, but I need to know about it first. Why do you need to know about it first? Any if the father-in-law and the mother-in-law, they're a good unit, they will keep their business to themselves, and they don't have to tell the daughter-in-law because you have got married, you've come into the house now. It's your role, your duty to sort of like make the home make the house your home, and basically just start building the relationship. While you're doing that, then you can't be seen or you can't sit there thinking, well, I need to be part of the decision-making table as well. No, you can do those decision-making stuff when your own children are grown up, when you have your own house to run. You can run it how you like. You can marry your children with who you want. You can discuss your children's business with whoever you want, your mum, your sisters, whoever. But the in-laws, their daughters or their son's business, they do not want it going back to your family. And you might think, oh, it's only my family, my mum won't tell anybody. But it's one other person that knows inside information about this family when they had no intention of passing that information to that family, which is your family, basically. So I think it's one of these things where we need to really understand privacy. Our in-laws, they are private people. We've come into their household, and basically we should respect their privacy and also expect our own to be respected as well. Not that everything that happens, I need to have a piece of the action. I need to have, the last word. No, you're just a young person that has married and moved in with this family, and they're a very nice family because they're keeping them with you. They could have said, you need to move out immediately. So I think sometimes we like to have that victim mentality, whereas I'm the bahu, but mujhe kuch bataya nahi hai, that they haven't told me anything. But are you expecting to be told? Or as I know of someone, and they were saying, well, oh, they didn't take me shopping when they went to do the shadi ki shopping. They didn't take me with them. Why do you even want to go with them for their shadi ki shopping? Do you know how boring it is to go shopping with somebody else? Your own shopping is fine because you've got the money and you're making the choices.
Yeah.
Other people, when you go shopping with other people, it is so boring. You don't want to be sat there while they're choosing the red one and the pink one and the green one and the yellow one and, then saying no and yes and fighting over the price. Why do you want to do that? I think we enjoy all of this, drama.
Yeah, that's true.
We're very drama people. It's
Mhm.
just Pakistani people, we like dramas. So we just want to go, उधर देखा था, उसको देखा था, ये हुआ था, उधर इधर हुआ. Why are you making such a big deal out of it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly, that the gossip part. Only you are missing the gossip part.
Yeah.
Only you are missing that extra
Mhm.
spice in your life. So if
Yeah.
somebody is not giving you in
Mhm.
that spice, you don't feel sad, feel victim, left out. Create your own drama, dear, please.
Feel blessed that you've missed out on it. Because
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
know something, now knowing something can have its own own drawbacks. Like for
Yeah.
instance, if I know something bad about somebody, it will probably have a very negative effect on myself because you'll be thinking, oh my God, look what's happened. then it will have a further impact on my hereafter because I'll probably go and discuss it with somebody.
Mm,
Oh, did you hear about this, this, and this? So you have actually gone and spoken about something that's probably not even true.
mm,
Or, if it is true, you have taken their guna and put it over your head. So it's not knowing something can be a blessing in itself. So
yeah.
don't always feel that you need to know everything. You don't need to know everything. Life still goes on when you don't know everything.
Yeah,
Life still goes
exactly.
on.
Yeah, exactly. So today's episode is all about that, not knowing is a bliss. If you don't know anything, that's great. If somebody is asking you why you don't know, you can just be simple, plain, because there is no need to know everything. You need to be creative in your answers, or you need to be creative building that relationships where everybody wants to tell you everything. What you want more? Do you want more of the spice and the problems with like indigestion with come with
Mhm.
the spices, or you just
Mhm.
want to have your own peaceful days and evenings where you can do what you want to do with the information you have. That is the last word. Don't feel victim because you don't know about all of it. Don't feel victim because you are not being included. Don't feel victim because why nobody is asking you, because this is not about your life.
Mhm.
And if it is about your life, then you do speak up, do stand up for yourself, do fight for your right. Why I'm not being told when it's all about me.
Hmm. If it's about you, then definitely people need to stand up for themselves. But otherwise, don't feel the loss that you lost that I haven't got this information. If
Yeah,
10 people come and tell you the same thing, they will tell you in such different ways that you will think it's 10 different scenarios. So
yeah,
you will be wasting your time 10 times over
exactly,
with the same information. So is that
exactly.
really necessary? You could do better things with your time.
Exactly.
So it's
So be
just,
happy. And this is
yeah,
today's episode, and today's takeaway is that just count your blessing. If something is not being told to you, that's very good. If some,
Alhamdulillah.
yeah,
Yeah,
and if it's something being
Alhamdulillah.
told
Yeah.
to you, keep it to yourself, don't spread it if someone is doesn't want it to be that open secret.
True.
That's
Jazakallah.
the today's episode. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah.